The ship you are about to board is named for a man who never wavered in his dedication to the Navy and to his fellow sailors. In 1911, he led the very first division of recruits through Recruit Training Command. He was committed to ensuring that every recruit that stepped onto RTC soil would be able to serve their country to the best of their ability. That was only the beginning of his accomplishments. He began as an enlisted sailor, led recruits as a chief petty officer, and ultimately rose to the rank of lieutenant commander. His high standards of excellence and fearless devotion to duty were rewarded with a Navy Cross in 1917. Giving this destroyer the name USS Traer honors the career of a man who laid the foundation for every sailor who graduates from Recruit Training Command. Many Navy warships bear the names of great naval heroes. These heroes and their accomplishments evoke our proud heritage of honor, courage, and commitment.
Since 1997, Battle Stations has been the capstone event at Recruit Training Command's Navy Boot Camp in the transformation from civilian to sailor. At Battle Station's conception, recruits were required to complete 6 events over 8 hours. Over the next decade, these 6 events evolved into 13 tests of recruit knowledge and resourcefulness spanning 12 hours. The Recruit Division commanders tasked with creating this challenge were armed mainly with motivation and a clear vision. The cornerstone of this training was the Forrestal Escape Scuttle, based on the mishaps and lessons learned aboard USS Forrestal in July 1967. The Forrestal Escape Scuttle tested sailors in their attempts to avoid hot pipes, hot bulkheads, and blocked passageways. The Escape Scuttle proved to be an event that stood the test of time, from the first divisions that ran battle stations on into the modern era. All the legacy battle station scenarios paved the way for exciting new ideas and training methods that those recruit division commanders could only dream of in 1997. While the events in legacy battle stations were designed to test recruits' leadership, teamwork, and ability to apply Navy core values, it also provided Navy leadership with important lessons learned and objectives regarding the future of recruit training. 10 years later, Battle Stations 21 is the Department of Defense's most cutting-edge trainer. Entering a 157,000 square foot building, recruits find themselves on a pier, gazing at a 210-foot-long replica of a guided missile destroyer. This is the USS Traer, aptly named for Great Lakes 1st Division Commander of Recruits. The pier is complete with a facade that replicates actual piers in Norfolk and Yorktown, Virginia. Extra realism is added thanks to special effects lighting, smells of the sea and diesel fuel, surround audio, and 90,000 gallons of water splashing between the pier and the ship. USS Traer feels, smells, sounds, and looks like the real thing, thanks to the incorporation of the latest in virtual reality, entertainment technology, and modern construction techniques. Once they are in this totally immersive environment, recruits proceed through 17 different shipboard scenarios that test problem solving, communications, and other essential skills, while also incorporating realistic consequences for their actions. Cutting-edge, multi-sensory technology produces a state-of-the-art simulation, while sophisticated systems allow for facilitators to control each scenario with a wireless personal digital assistant. 4 divisions of sailors, a total of 352 recruits and their facilitators, will be able to move through the facility at one time for training that can be held every night of the year. Multiple events can occur in various spaces simultaneously, and facilitators can reset these scenarios several times within a night so that all participants can experience each event. The watch-standing scenarios incorporate a realistic and hands-on approach for the fundamentals required in all naval watch stations. Each watch station solidifies the principles of the 11 general orders of a century.
General quarters, all hands, man your battle stations. Reason for general quarters, missile inbound, port side. All traffic move up and forward, starboard side, down and out, port side.
General quarters scenarios provide casualty response training to save the ship. Included in these general quarters scenarios are magazine flooding, with recruits tasked with moving 200 rounds of ammunition while battling progressive flooding. To recruits, the magazine flooding scenario provides what seems like an unachievable goal. With a sense of urgency and the illusion of being underway, the recruits need to fall back on previous training while constantly remembering a key phrase: work as a team. In emergency egress, recruits find themselves trapped by fire in a repair locker. Using nothing more than a couple of battle lanterns and teamwork, they must escape from a scuttle and navigate a smoke-filled passage. Having no prior knowledge of the space and very limited visibility, they must rely on one another, their senses, and their training to make their way to safety.
We're going to stay on the right side, starboard side against the bulkhead. Everybody get on a shoulder.
In the mass casualty scenario, state-of-the-art technology and a dramatic recreation places recruits in a situation eerily similar to that of the USS Cole in October 2000 when she was attacked in Yemen. Recruits search through a collapsed mess deck and berthing area for their fallen shipmates. This scenario is made even more realistic because actual survivors of the USS Cole, who were stationed at Naval Station Great Lakes, had an input in the eventual scenario. USS Traer takes the firefighting applications learned at Recruit Training Command and integrates them into a real-world scenario. From general quarters sounding and teams being called away to their repair lockers, to recruits donning protective gear and manning the hoses while preparing to fight a live fire, this training is some of the most realistic in the Navy, as recruits are put into the position of sailors in the fleet and expected to perform accordingly. The final event of Battle Stations 21 is a motivating and emotional ceremony during which each sailor removes their recruit ball cap and replaces it with a Navy ball cap. This event marks the end of the recruit phase of training. By placing the ball cap on their head, each new sailor tells the world that they deserve the right to be called a United States sailor. With this privilege comes an increased responsibility to act according to our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and to live up to the meaning of the word shipmate. Recruit Training Command Great Lakes has completed a major transformation in the way it provides the final test for recruits. The culmination of over a decade of revisions and innovations, along with engineering and technology, Battle Stations 21 realistic training will save lives and ships. And most importantly, it will send a better trained sailor to the fleet.